Never in my wildest dreams did I expect that when I returned to Illinois with the long-awaited wedding dress, full of anticipation for a reunion, I would encounter a nightmare instead. Jason had gotten engaged to a woman who looked like me. As soon as she saw me, she ran away. Jason angrily berated me for having a face similar to hers, and then chased after her, leaving me alone, embarrassed and mortified. Everyone sneered at me, and my friends also showed contempt for me. They said that I had messed things up and demanded that I repent, or else they would break off our friendship. I ignored them and dialed the phone. In a calm and cold tone, I told my mother to accept the proposal from the Moore family. After saying that, I walked out of the room, and the room immediately fell into a shocked silence. I left all their gossip and judgments behind. These so-called friends were not worth my trouble at all. I went back to the house where Jason and I used to live together. Behind that door were 6 years of memories sealed. I hadn't been back for 3 years. Stepping in here at this moment, it felt like I was intruding into someone else's life. The master bedroom was almost unrecognizable. All my things were gone, replaced by other people's items. The air was filled with the scent of floral perfume, and a pair of lace panties and men's boxer shorts were casually thrown on the bed. This brazen scene stabbed at my heart. Just then, my phone rang. It was Jason calling. "Do you know what you've done?" he roared as soon as I picked up the phone. "I've kept it from Paula for so long. Why did you have to show up now?" I forced back a bitter smile and said in a calm yet sharp tone, "Have you forgotten our 3-year agreement?" There was silence on the other end of the phone. Memories of the past flooded back. On the day I went abroad to study, Jason hugged me tightly, his face wet with tears, and he promised, "I'll wait for you. When you come back, I'll hold the grandest wedding for you." He finally spoke again, his voice a bit softer but still with a condescending tone. "I haven't forgotten, but you have to understand that Paula has suffered too much because of you. You have to ask for her forgiveness. Only then will we have a chance." His condescending tone was really ridiculous, and I couldn't help but let out a dry laugh. "What's so funny?" he asked angrily, his displeasure evident. Before I could respond, I heard her voice on the other end of the phone, her voice, soft, trembling, and with a pitiful coquettishness. "So, Jason, am I really just a substitute, then? You promised to marry me. Were you lying to me?" I could hear the panic in his voice. He dropped the phone and quickly went to comfort her, saying, "No, Paula, you're so beautiful. You're the only one for me. I'll never marry her." Those 2 words of denial hurt more than any sharp blade. I hung up the phone, not wanting to listen to their absurd performance anymore. That night, Jason finally came home. The door creaked open. When he saw me sitting there, he froze, his face full of astonishment. "How did you get in?" he asked coldly. "Where did you get the key?" He had forgotten that it was I who had turned this house into a home. I had chosen the furniture, decorated every corner, and got the keys copied. A flash of realization crossed his eyes, but he quickly covered it up with a forced smile. He took out a small velvet box from behind his back. "Look at this," he said as he opened the box, revealing a ring. "I had it custom made, just for you." He grabbed my hand, his movements gentle yet calculating, trying to put the ring on my finger. "You owe Paula too much," he whispered. "I don't want your apology. This will be enough." This brazen move, really brazen, made me want to laugh again. Was this still the man I had once loved? "Go get plastic surgery. I'll pay for it. After that, I'll marry you." Jason's voice was full of arrogance, as if he was bestowing the whole world upon me. "Paula looks exactly like you, and it's become a scar in her heart. You have to compensate her like this. This is the price for you to marry me." I stared at him in disbelief, then yanked off the ring engraved with Paula's initials from my finger and threw it straight at his face. "Don't even think about it." I turned and walked towards the room, but his mocking voice followed me like a shadow. "Haley, stop pretending. Don't be stupid. You wanted to get married, didn't you?" His tone was smug and confident. "You won't be able to marry me if you don't change that face." He really thought that marriage was a reign that could control me, but he didn't know that I had never been the kind of woman who would beg for pity. The next morning, I was woken up by hunger. I hadn't eaten anything since getting off the plane, so I decided to make myself breakfast.